guys, what are we gonna do? We are gonna take a quick look at 3 cool Kuby knives. This is one of them. So I've had a few of them come in. One of them is mine, 2 of them came from Jared, but they're all pretty cool. And you know that I've kind of had a change of heart about how I feel about Kuby. So you guys know what time it is. Turn down the volume. Here comes the music. And then we're gonna take a look at this from above. Okay guys, let's take a quick look at these 3 Kubys. Now I will tell you, Kuby Knife Company is a company that I had really overlooked for a long time because I had a Kuby that someone sent me and it was not good. But the things that I'm seeing from them are promising, like this KU344. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna move these other ones out of the way and we're gonna talk about this one first. So this knife, guys, is the KU344, and this just kind of epitomizes what I'm talking about. It's still a budget knife. It still looks like a budget knife. It's got a lot of budget knife features, but the things that are going for it, the things it has going for it, the great things are the way it feels and the way it functions and all the other things. So if you're looking for a knife that is just gorgeously aesthetically pleasing, you're not going to probably find too much in one of these Kubys that I've got here, but these are actually just really good, really functional knives. So this is the KU344 designed by Sharif Manganis. You know, he did the Grazioso for Kaiser, but this is a really, really good knife. And I did this one first because of all of them. This one kind of epitomizes what I'm saying about the change that I've seen in Kuby over the last couple years. The action on this knife is impeccable. The blade grind and everything is, look at that. The drop shut action. And I was like, is it got a bunch of blade play or something in it? No, it just simply is that smooth and free. It's a front flipper. You guys saw this in a front flipper video I just recently did. But the things about this, like look at that symmetry that you get with that V and things like that. So these knives are all pretty budget. They're not expensive, but what you're getting out of it is a really, really viable work knife. I've carried this a lot. This one is in D2. I have to keep it oiled because I'm one of those guys that can make D2 rust in the blink of an eye. But just the way that this thing is constructed and the way it feels in hand, even that big pocket clip does not bother me. Thumb studs on it are just about perfect. These things are really, really great. I looked these up on Amazon, this KU322 or 344. I mean, which one is this? Hang on. Not that. It is the KU344. When you start using numbers, they're really hard for me to keep track of. So this is the KU344. But like I said, this is just a great knife. I've cut with it a lot. I carry it a lot. And like I said, it just kind of is one of those things that goes to show that Kuby is really starting to step up their game. They're doing original designs. Now, I do know that there has been talk in the past that they were stealing designs and things like that. I haven't really ever seen it. I do know that there are some companies that have. I've never really seen it from Kuby, but I haven't been paying a lot of attention for the last few years. But the things I'm seeing now are more original designs, well done, well executed, good, solid. What is that noise? This is gonna be one of those videos. Like I said, good, solid quality knives. There's your first one. The Kuby KU344 designed by Sharif Manganis. So this next one is the Kuby Nova, also in D2. Now I have not done a review of this. I have not done a lot of carry of this knife yet, but this thing is so comfortable in hand, guys. Your hand just kind of drops into it. The blade is great. It's got a really nice shape. It's got this kind of harpoon shaped blade where you've got this area here. It's like having, it's like having a forward, guys, swedge was the word I was trying so desperately to find. It's like having a swedge, a forward swedge, but it's back here and it gives it that really cool look. And it's not just a straight swedge, it's got kind of an angle, so you get some really good facets. I've carried this for about an hour total, because I've been trying to do some other videos, some different style videos, so I haven't gotten around to doing a full review on this, but this is another one of those ones. Super, super smooth action. It's not quite fall shut, but it's a very thin, super light blade. So it's not got a lot of weight to it. It is a large knife. It's pretty long. You're looking at just shy of, you're looking at just a little bit over 8.5 inches. So just shy of 9, just about 8.5, just coming up on 9. So grind on it really good. This thing does cut very well, and it comes up to a really aggressively thin edge. Now this is in D2, like I said. These are all three going to be liner locks. And the cool thing is you got a reversible pocket clip. Now, not such a big fan of the Kuby pocket clips, but on these last two knives, they have been extremely comfortable. This knife, I can't even feel that pocket clip, to tell you the truth. I know a lot of guys like the deep carry pocket clips. This is one I can kind of get behind. So these things are cool. Like, I like some of the aesthetics of these. These are some of the newer Kubeys that I'm seeing that I'm really impressed with, and I'm really glad that Jared has been sending these along so I can get to see them, because it gives me a little insight into a company that I really overlooked. So there you go. There is the Kuby Nova. So this last one is the KU322, which some people are trying to call the budget Arius. I did a video titled about this, got its own video. I don't really see it. I mean, is it kind of similar? Yes, but so are all knives. If you want to look at it that way, this looks like so many other knives, but this is a big, beefy knife. As a big guy with really big hands, like I said, double XL to triple XL gloves, depends on the brand. I can really get in on this and do a lot of work. This is possibly one of the most comfortable cutters. Now, it does take up a little bit more pocket space. Jared told me that this isn't the original pocket clip, that the original pocket clip was more like this, a little bit longer, and I probably would have liked it better, but it was just too long for him. So, I mean, the pocket clip, I'm gonna not talk too much about, but this is another one of those really good liner locks with great action. Just listen to it. This thing in hand, when you're cutting with it, is, because it is so big and broad, it fills your hand up, but there is zero fatigue. I cut up so much cardboard with this knife, guys, that I'm gonna have to sharpen it before I send it back to Jared. He had put a really super aggressive toothy edge on it. I already had to touch it up on a ceramic rod. Not so much that I wanted to do that much testing. I was just impressed with how much fun it was. I'm like, this is great, because it just screams through cardboard, and you get such good purchase on it that you can really just drive it through that cardboard with minimal effort. Like, your hands don't get tired. As a matter of fact, this hand is the hand that got tired, not this one, because I was holding the cardboard and I had to pinch it and hold it. And I cut up so much cardboard with this. It's just an awesome cutter. It's got really good aesthetics. I love the fuller coming out of that aperture. And I like it when a fuller goes the full length and then terminates at the spine. I really dig that. Most of the knives that I really appreciate the most have got that similar aesthetic, with a big long fuller that runs the length of the blade. Some guys don't like it. I do. I think it gives it a really good look. Now, the problem you run into is if those aren't straight, it's going to give you some wonky appearance to the blade. This one is pretty straight, but if those fullers wind up off, you wind up with some issues with that. But yeah, super good, comfortable cutter. And like I said, for a budget knife, you're getting a lot of bells and whistles with these three. For a budget knife, you're getting really good action. You're getting really pleasant aesthetics. These aren't showpiece knives, but they are really good. And some little variations on this, like a black finish on this would change the way that looks overall. So, you know, I'm sure that there's variants of it out there. I'll make sure that I put as many affiliate links to these knives below as I can. So guys, that's it. Let's turn this around and do some final thoughts. Say guys, those are some pretty cool knives. Kuby Knives has really stepped up their game. I have to say, I think this one is my favorite, the KU344 designed by Sharif Manganis. It's just got an aesthetic that it looks plain and simple, but it's just got an aesthetic that I think is awesome. Plus, it's really functional. So there you go, guys. That was it. That was 3 cool Kubeys. So if you like the content, give it a thumbs up. If you don't like the content, give it a thumbs down, but you gotta tell me why. I can't change the content if you don't tell me what you don't like. If you wanna support the channel, it's as simple as like, share, subscribe, drop a comment, hit the bell icon, and make sure that you have notifications turned on your device, because even if you hit the bell icon, you're not gonna know it if you don't have those notifications turned on your device. Other ways you can support the channel, I have a bunch of ways, but the best way you guys can do it is become a paying member. I've set up a bunch of benefits. They're based on tier, but everyone gets access to my gilded server. Everyone gets $5 off on every knife they send to me for sharpening. And there's tier-based exclusive content, and premium tier members get access to a sharpening tutorial series I've built for them. That's still an ongoing thing. I'm still working on filming some of those. Other ways you can support, I have a bunch of affiliate links down below. I'm gonna try and put affiliate links for these knives in this video down below, but I have a bunch of other links that you can use, that anything you purchase, I get a portion of it checkout, and it doesn't cost you anything. It's just the company's providing me a little bit for having brought that content your direction. The final way is I have a merchandise store on Ember Shirt Co. If you purchase anything on Ember Shirt Co., I have set up a coupon code that works anywhere there on my merchandise store or others. And that coupon code is CrazySharp, all one word, capital C, capital S, CrazySharp, saves you 10% at checkout. And if you send me pictures of you wearing my merchandise, I will put it in videos like I did with Walt G the other day. Guys, that's it. I love you all. Keep it clean. In the comment section, it makes it easier to moderate the channel. If it's your birthday, happy birthday. And I will see you in the next video.